money line. It's money line. Yeah, it's money line. Yeah.
What's up, y'all? MLG Sports Talk. We back again, live here with another one full effect. NCAA football bowl games, part 2. Man, we cashed last week. Gave out a lot of good winners. Also dropped some jewels with the UFC. Jack came through. And
Man.
you came through, of course, with the boxing, man. Locks as always, man.
Yes, sir. I mean, you went 4-0, right?
Yeah, I went 3-0, and then I also had an extra pick I gave out. So basically, yeah, went 4-0 on the college football show this week. So yeah, man, we did great last week.
Man.
All right, let's nothing else need to be said, right? We just gonna keep it rolling, man.
Let's continue.
Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, join the community here. We got things rocking and rolling. So we're gonna get straight to it. Let's handle this business. Thursday, December 21st, 5 p.m., South Florida, 6-6 on the road. No, actually at home. Forgive me for that. Playing against Syracuse, 6-6. Roofclaim.com, Boca Raton Bowl, FAU Stadium. Syracuse -3, over and under 56 in the hook. What's good? What you like?
Man, the Boca Roca Bowl.
Boca
Roca. Yeah, man. So I feel like like you said, and it is the away team, but technically they're the home team because they're playing in Florida. I actually like the under in this game. This game right here should be a hard-fought game. It's a solo game, and I just can't rock with, my rule on a solo game. Most of the time I'm going to take the underdog, but I can't rock with that team. I just can't rock with South Florida, man. I really think Syracuse should win and cover, but I'm actually feeling the under in this game. I think that it should be a lock under 56 and a hook.
Okay, under on the play. I like that play. I'm going with Syracuse -3. I think South Florida, they barely got into this bowl. I know Syracuse 6-6 on the season, but they have the tougher schedule, of course, playing in the ACC. So I love Syracuse in this matchup. The coach, Dino Babers, he got fired a couple games back for Syracuse. Now, the interim coach here, he's the full-time. Supposedly, he's going to get hired on. So I think that's extra motivation for him and his players. Also, they're getting Kyle McCord next year. So I think Syracuse wants to show that Kyle McCord is coming to the right team. He can't come to this weak team and his team loses to South Florida.
Yeah,
so,
he can't.
Yeah, Syracuse or none, probably be a best bet. We'll get to that later.
Yeah.
All right. Next game, we got Friday, December 22nd, another standalone. But we got Georgia Tech 6-6 facing off against UCF 6-6. This is the Union Home Mortgage Gasparilla Bowl at the Raymond James Stadium. Tampa, Florida, another Florida game here. UCF -4.5, over and under 67 in a hook. What you like?
I'm rocking with UCF right here. I've been high on UCF this whole season, actually ever since they blew that monumental lead earlier this year. UCF, they've had hot spots here on and off, but let's be real, they put up points, a lot of points. Their defense is a question mark, but Georgia Tech is terrible to me, man. I don't know why Georgia Tech is in this point. I don't know what the committee was thinking, putting them in a bowl game. Kudos to Georgia Tech for getting in a bowl game, but I just think that UCF is just too much, and they're the home team.
Yeah, I agree. This is one I will take the team in Florida. Georgia Tech, I feel like they overachieved this year. Like you said, nobody expected them to be in a bowl game.
Yeah.
They earned their way 6-6, upset a few good teams. I give them a lot of credit for going out there and playing as hard as they can. But in this matchup, I think Plumlee and the offense for UCF is a little bit too much for Georgia Tech's defense, and the run game as well for UCF. It's pretty dynamic when they're rolling. So, yeah, I agree with you on that. UCF or pass for me in this game.
Yeah.
Next game should be a good matchup here. Saturday, start of the Saturday slate, 9 a.m. Troy facing off against Duke. This is the Birmingham Bowl, Birmingham Protective Stadium in Birmingham, Alabama. So I guess Troy's at home basically in this game. Troy's from Alabama. Troy minus 7.5, over and under 44 and a hook. You like anything in this one?
Man, I will not be betting any of my money on it, but I have a good inclination on what can happen during this game. For one, I can't bet against my guy Gunner, man. You know what I'm saying? He's been putting in work, man. I like him. My heart tells me Duke, but my brain and my heart is telling me Troy. You're looking at this spread, it's 7 and a hook, and I just feel like the Vegas is telling you who the pick is going to be. I'm rocking with Troy. They only lost 2 games this year. Duke did do good this season. I'm not going to take that from them. They were also ranked earlier this year, but a lot of players are leaving, and I feel like Duke is a basketball school. Troy, taking Troy, man. 7 and a hook. Although they might not cover. Tease Troy. Tease them. If you like Troy, tease them down. But I like Troy.
Yeah, I'm in kind of a agreement here. Like if I had to bet aside, I would honestly play Duke. I know it sounds crazy, but like you said, I feel like it's a little too much for Troy, even with all the opt-outs and the coach leaving. We do have 2 interim coaches in this game. Keep that in mind. Interim coach rule is kind of a toss-up because both coaches are gone for both these teams. This will be Troy's Super Bowl, man. They want to show the world that they can beat a Power 5 team. So I lean Troy with the win, but I can't lay 7.5 with Troy.
Nah, just not doing
it. That's a lot, man, in a bowl. So
just not doing that, man.
All right, next game. We got Arkansas State 6-6 facing off against Northern Illinois. NIU 6-6 on the season as well. This is the Carmelia Bowl. This is in Montgomery, Alabama. Another game in Alabama. Arkansas State -3, over and under 53.5. What you like?
Man, this one of those games right here where I'm kind of torn. Arkansas State, I don't really know too much about them. I looked at their record and I looked at the teams that they beat. Most of the teams that they beat were not really high-quality teams. Northern Illinois should get this win. I love their quarterback, Lombardi. I actually like the fact that they're coming in as an underdog. Give me a little bit of extra points. So I'm rocking with the points. Northern Illinois, baby.
I like that play. If you haven't noticed, the MAC has been doing extremely well in these bowl games, man. I believe all of them either covered or won. So I feel like
I'm also looking at Arkansas State, ESPN, and their quarterback doesn't even have a picture, bro.
Yeah, man. I can only take the points in a game. Right. I don't know nothing about Arkansas State, so I can only take the points for Northern Illinois. No disrespect to Arkansas State. But I trust the quarterback maybe a little more for Northern Illinois. I think Lombardi should be able to hang in this game. So if it goes to 3 and a hook, you got to definitely take that Northern Illinois with the value.
Yeah, you got to hammer it, and then if you want, you can even tease it.
Yep, even tease it with something. I agree. Next game, I love this game right here. We got James Madison 11-1 on the season, facing off against Air Force 8-4 on the season. This is the Lockheed Martin Air Forces Bowl. This is in Fort Worth, Texas. JMU looks like this line has been dropping. -1 and a hook, over and under 41.5. What you like?
Man, it's been dropping. I'm looking at it right now on my phone, and it's a -2. And at first, I wanted to rock with Air Force. I like what they did this season. They did a pretty good job. But JMU has been on fire, man. I mean, winners of 11-1, and they're on a streak right now. I really think that Air Force has achieved higher than they usually do, and kind of sucks that they're playing in the Armed Forces Bowl and they're probably going to lose. Yeah, I'm rocking with James Madison on this one.
Yeah, I love James Madison. They will be one of my best bets. Sorry to spoil it, but reasons being interim coach. I heard they lost more than just one coach, though. I think they lost like 3 or 4 coaches or leaving the get better jobs. So that may play a part, but the fact that a lot of the opt-outs and the people that are going to go in the transfer portal for James Madison will be playing. So that tells me a lot that they want to win this game. They want to do this for the program that they've been loyal to for this long. And they had a great season, man. 11-1. The only game they lost was to App State in that game that was nationally televised. So
yeah,
that was a tough spot for them, you know. Everybody expected them to win that game. So I think they're going to bounce back here. Another nationally televised game. They're going to win this bowl game for their program, man. I like James Madison a lot.
Yeah, I like that. And that's a big win for them. It's a big win for them.
Yeah. Next game, we got Georgia State 6-6 facing off against Utah State, another 6-6 team. A lot of 6-6 teams. This is the famous Idaho Potato Bowl here, Albertson Stadium, Boise, Idaho. Utah State -2.5, over and under 59.5. You like anything?
Man, this is one of those tricky games right here. Georgia State, they had some good games this year, but Utah State also did. You know, it's one of those tricky lineups. I really don't have a read on it too much. If I had to lean, I would lean toward Utah State. I won't be betting any of my own money. I would also look toward the under. These guys put up points, but they also play defense here and there.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Georgia State in this one. Like you said, this is a tough game to call. The line is telling us it's gonna be a close game. I just think Georgia State, they might want the game a little more because Georgia State usually is not in no bowl games. Utah State, they're usually disciplined, but I just think Georgia State they'll get enough points to maybe edge out a victory. So not much.
Well, they're on they're on a 5-game losing streak.
Who is?
Is it Georgia State on a 5-game losing streak? Yeah.
If they on a 5-game losing streak, I'm taking Georgia State.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, they're on a 5-game.
If they lost 5 in a row, I'm taking Georgia State. Because everybody's gonna look at that like, oh man, they lost 5 in a row.
Yeah.
They're gonna lose. Nah, they desperate now. Now they made it to
they made it to this point, and it's kind of like how?
They're not even supposed to be here at this point.
They're supposed to be here. I mean, anything is good for them at this point. Utah State, of course, coming in off of a double overtime win over New Mexico, which is New Mexico is not really that good. And then they got destroyed to Boise State before that. I mean, yeah,
tough call, man.
Tough call, man. Tough call on that one. Tough call.
Yeah. Next game, we got South Alabama 6-6, Eastern Michigan 6-6 as well. This is the Ventures Bowl, Hancock Whitney Stadium, another Alabama game here. Damn, Alabama has 3 bowl games this day. South Alabama -17, over and under 46. What you like?
Man, this is actually one of my best bets. I'm taking those points. You getting 17 points in a bowl game. That's all I got to say. If you lose by more than 17 points, I don't care if you bowl eligible next season. Don't show up. Don't show up. 17 points. I'm rocking with Eastern Michigan. They got to cover that. I'm teasing it too, just in case.
Yeah, I can't disagree with that. I mean, that's a lot of points. South Alabama's really good, though. I agree. I see why the line is that high, but like you said, man, all it takes is for Eastern Michigan to score a touchdown first. You up 24 points. Hey, you should be good. You should be in the clear. I agree with that. Enough said. Let's go to the next game. We got Utah 8-4 on the season, facing off against Northwestern 7-5 on the season. This is the SRS Distribution Las Vegas Bowl at Allegiant Stadium in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. Utah -6.5, over and under 41.5. I'm gonna start this one off because this is one of my best bets as well. I love Utah in this spot. Reasons being, the last time Northwestern and Utah played was in a bowl game and Utah lost, and Utah has not won a bowl since. So this is a major revenge implications. Not only that, Utah, Bryson Barnes, he's going in the transfer portal, the pig farmer. He's not the greatest quarterback, but I think he'll be enough to game manage this game and get a win against Northwestern. Northwestern overachieved. Their coach got fired at the beginning of the season for a lot of hurtful allegations for the program. So I think this program is just happy to be here in Las Vegas. You know, they're happy to get in a bowl game. I think Utah is mad. They underachieved. They're gonna want to come out and win this bowl game.
Yeah.
So I think the backups, I know they have a lot of players going to the NFL that might sit out because it's Utah, but those backup players are going to want to play and try to earn a spot for next year.
Yeah.
You're going to have the same coach, Kyle Whittingham. He's a winner, proven winner. I got to take Utah, man. It's the only way.
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with you on that. I love Utah in this spot. It's crazy because Northwestern has been great for us this year. We've been taking them in a lot of spots. They've been hot. But you can't deny the fact that the revenge factor has always been a thing for us. I love Utah right here in that spot simply just because of that. And if I just to be safe, I would consider teasing Utah down because Northwestern could backdoor or cover that. But Utah should win. Utah should win, and it's telling you it's going to be a close game. Look at the over-under.
Yeah, I think that the total's low because they know Utah has the better defense.
Yeah.
Like at times this year, Northwestern has been good, but when you look at it, they've been good against teams that could not score, like Iowa and Nebraska. And
yeah,
I think Utah will edge just enough to win by a late touchdown. I can see it.
Yeah. And it's crazy that you say that just to end that off. A lot of these players that are going into the portal, they're going to be really auditioning for their next team in the starting position in these bowl games. A lot of people are looking still.
Exactly. And Bryson Barnes, he's going in the portal and he hasn't announced the school yet. So he might get a better call if he does even better in this bowl game. You know what I'm saying? So
Exactly.
I agree. That's why I lean Utah. That should be a good play for us this week. All right, last game on the slate. We got Coastal Carolina 7-5 facing off against San Jose State 7-5 as well. Easy Post Hawaii Bowl. Man, nice bowl to go to. We'd love to go to Hawaii in December. Mm-hmm. San Jose State minus 10.5, over and under 52 and a hook. You like anything?
Don't really have too much of a look on this one. I would have to say this though. I'm glad that Coastal Carolina is finally getting in the bowl game. I remember a couple years ago they had just moved up in division, and I guess they finally getting they just do, man. With that being said, I think San Jose State is going to spank them bad. I really think that they might get covered on. But kudos again to Coastal Carolina, man. Happy for them.
Yeah, I really don't have nothing as well. I mean, I like San Jose State's team. They made me a few dollars this year. Coastal Carolina, I don't know what's going on with the quarterback situation, Grayson McCall. I really don't know what's going on. So, like you said, I lean San Jose State, but nothing I'll make a play in this game.
Yeah. If anything, I'll probably tease down San Jose State. We know they're going to win, man.
Yeah, I like that for sure.
Yeah.
You got any best bets you want to talk about, or
man? As far as this week, you know me, I'm waiting on a couple of bowl games later on. Right now, everything's a little slow right now as far as the teams that I'm looking at. I'm a situational better, a position better. I like to pick my spots, but I got some boxing for you for sure.
We'll get to the boxing. Let me just get the people my best bets. I'll put them up here. So we got Utah minus 6.5. We went over that. I love the spot for Utah. And forgot to mention this as well. This game is in Vegas, which is closer to Utah. You know what I'm saying? That's only a state up if you think about it.
Yeah.
It's probably an hour and a half, 2-hour flight, if that. So yeah. I think Utah will travel well. Hopefully everybody doesn't bet on Utah, but because you know how Vegas works. But next we like Syracuse minus 3. Love Syracuse in this spot. I think they'll beat South Florida, Central Florida as well. We went over those reasons. And to me, my best bet of this week on this is JMU. just to win. If you want to take the money line, I don't blame you, but it's only 1.5, 2 at most shops. So
I
those are the
love that
best.
UCF pick, man. I love that UCF pick. That's the
Yeah,
one.
yeah. I love UCF too. All right, so let's get into some boxing. Right here, we got Anthony Joshua. Who is he facing? Let us know about this fight.
Man, Wallen, Otto Wallen. Yeah, so that's the guy that got he gave a gash to Tyson Fury in their last fight. And Anthony Joshua just left the last trainer, Spencer's trainer. I can't think of his name right now, man. But he just left him. He has a new trainer. I really think that this is a time for Anthony Joshua to shine. Like I said, this day of reckoning, this thing is all set up for Wilder and Joshua to face each other. So this is a point right now where I think a lot of people are picking against Joshua or they're picking against Wilder because they're thinking that it's just something's gonna happen. I really think that it's set up for these guys to win. They're setting the table. They're finally going to give us this fight in 2024. So I'm looking for Anthony Joshua to win. I'm not sure how he'll win, but it could go to decision.
Yeah, I like that. AJ has to show up this fight. I mean, like you said, they're trying to set up the Wilder, and we'll get to Wilder in a minute. But I definitely can't wait for that fight when that happens in 2024. I know they already signed a deal, so it's like you said, it's kind of telling that it's on the way.
Yes.
All right. Next fight here.
Man.
Wilder, man. What you got?
It's telling you what it is, guys. I mean, the only way that Wilder can win is by knockout. Although this is the downfall, guys, the flaw. I mean, he's only fought one round in the last 2 years. His last fight was against his sparring partner Hellenius, and he knocked him out in the first round. And then before that, he fought Fury. So he's been on the table. He's been on the shelf for a while. But this is one of those moments where I think that it's at the end of the year. It's Christmas time, holiday season. And I think that they're giving everybody a gift. I think that my best bet, is Wilder by KO. I think he should knock him clear out of the ring. He's going against Joseph Parker, by the way. And Joseph Parker has a tendency to put that right hand down, and he has a tendency to sway. I think that Wilder will make a statement by knocking out Fury's stablemate in Joseph Parker.
Nice. Love that. Wilder by KO. Yeah, Wilder always knocking out his opponents and early in the match, probably 7, like you said, 6 or 7 round.
I think that he should knock him out. I mean, if you want to pick a round, I think that Wilder would get him out of the ring for sure in under 7. Under 7. If you can get the pick under 7, you should be good.
Yes, sir. All right. Well, that's it pretty much for this show. We'll try to come back after Christmas. I know we got some big games coming up, the big bowl games, so we'll try to get a show in before it ends.
We got some UFC for him or something?
Nah, no UFC this week. Jack is out, no UFC. So we just chilling, man. Those boxing ones, though, like you said, you prefer to parlay it?
Yeah. If I can, this is my parlay that I'm doing for this weekend, guys. If you guys want to take it, I'll always, you can ask me in the comments, man. Me or YVK or Jack, Dylan, one of us will respond to you. Now, listen, I'm going to that counter in Vegas and I'm betting Wilder Wilder just straight out, and Joshua straight out, and I'm sprinkling. I'm putting Oregon, and I'm putting Georgia, and that's pretty much double, you guys. I mean, I'm giving you one of my parlays. Go ahead and double up your money, put some thousands on it. Sit back, watch the show.
Yep, I will be doing Joshua Wilder. I think I'm gonna do the Chiefs at this week with that as well. It's another good parlayer because I mean they playing the Raiders, and I know people might think Raiders are playing tough, but Chiefs own the Raiders, man.
Yeah. and a non-you by knockout.
But, yeah, and non-you's
he fights next Tuesday. So, I mean, I'm pretty sure YVK will go live. I'll be here for sure. Ask somebody in the comments. I mean, listen, man, come back here. You guys gonna get some picks. I had y'all last week. I called it with Bam, 10th round knockout. I called the round. I mean, we on fire. We gonna stay on fire.
Yes, sir. So, yep. I guess until next time, ladies and gentlemen, you will see us on this show. Get that money.
Yes, sir.